Do you know that you use magic spells every single day? The problem is 98% of the world are using spells ignorantly. Hi, I'm Tracy from the Money Boss Show, and I am here to help you unlock your personal power, make more money, and build your dream life. It's true. You are a certified Harry Potter spellbinding magician. Let me share. Little do we know as humans our potential. At this point in scientific studies, we're starting to uncover more and more about quantum physics, the power of the mind, vibration, energy. But we still only know a fraction of the power that is in our mind. And the thing is, we have not been taught that we do spells every day. And we use the power of our words, spelling. We use our words recklessly to cast spells on ourselves, on our life, and those around us. Don't believe me? Our words have power. The thing is, the brain cannot tell the difference between reality or fiction. You're like, Tracy, what are you talking about? It's absolutely true. There has been numerous studies done, and one in particular where they hooked up Olympic athletes to sensors and computers, and they had the athlete run their race in their mind. And then they had them hooked up when they were actually running the race, and they compared the results of the brain scans to their imagination, the run that they did in their imagination while just sitting there and visualizing it. And then they compared the brain scan to when they were actually running. And you want to hear something? There was no difference. Your brain does not know the difference between truth or fiction. And that is where the power of your words come in. You cast spells on yourself. You cast spells on others. And we can use our words to empower, or we can use our words to damage and disempower people. If you think about it, let's start with the outside. Have you ever had a parent or a loved one or an authority figure cast a judgment and say something harmful about you? Take school, for example. Some of us were school geniuses, some of us were terrible, and many of us were in the middle. Did you have a teacher or a parent that said you are dumb? You are never going to account for anything. You are terrible in math. You are not very creative. That teacher, that parent cast a spell on you. Because you want to know something, whatever age you are, you probably still believe that. The spell that that individual cast on you was stored in your subconscious mind, and it started to get ingrained and it became a subconscious belief. Hey, it's me. If you're enjoying this episode, like it and subscribe, leave a comment, and head on over to the moneybosscollective.co. If you are interested in unlocking your personal power, making more money, and building your dream life, you're going to want to take our Sacred Money Archetype quiz. It's a free quiz. It is unbelievably accurate, and it will tell you your top 3 money archetypes, which shares what you like about money, what you don't like about money, your relationship. Do you love it? Do you hate it? How do you work with it? What's your feelings? If you are on a journey to creating prosperity, tuning in and finding out your sacred money archetypes is step number 1. So head on over to the moneybosscollective.co and take the free quiz. See you in the episode. Unbelievable, right? That is why our words are incredibly powerful. So if you don't believe me, you're like, okay, Tracy, that's athletes. Neither here nor there. Think of it this way. The words we say in our head are just as powerful, if not more powerful, than the words that we say out loud, especially when it comes to ourselves. You may be a very nice person and never say anything harmful to anybody around you. And maybe, as a matter of fact, you're encouraging and you're positive. But let's go into our mind. What do we tell ourselves? Are we still saying you are dumb because of that spell that was cast upon us, those words that was recklessly said to us when we were young? And it casts a spell on us that has remained in place probably till today. If you think of it, most of us would never repeat the things that we say to ourselves out loud or say it to anybody we loved. Could you imagine? And you're like, oh, my thoughts aren't that bad. I'm going to leave you with homework at the end of this. And the homework is to pay attention to the things you tell yourself, the words you speak, and the energy levels that you maintain. Think about it. So your words are spells, and you're casting a spell upon yourself every day. Here's where I want to jump to the reality creation framework so that you know how your beliefs have been formed and continue to be formed. If you've been with me for a while, I'll go over this quickly. If you haven't, I have previous videos on reality creation, pardon me. So 98% of your beliefs are subconscious, and those are programmed, not thought about, and those beliefs are formed from 0 to 7 and reinforced from 7 onwards. So if you had a parent that told you you were dumb, you were mean, and that's what you heard growing up from 0 to 7, take a moment. Do you think you're dumb? Do you think you're mean? Chances are you probably do. What do you repeat to yourself every day? Oh, you're so dumb. Oh, I hate saying that out loud. Oh, you're so mean. Oh, Tracy, you're never going to amount to anything. Oh, you're just a failure. Oh, you're a klutz. What are the thoughts that go through your head? Because those, whether you know it or not, are casting spells on you and maintaining that powerful spell that was put on you when you were younger. And here's the most damaging part. These beliefs, these words that you tell yourself, you repeat based on past conditioning that you confirm as you're growing up, are your thoughts and beliefs. And here is how your reality is created. Based on your thoughts and beliefs, you'll have a feeling. And from a feeling, you'll take an action or not. And from that action, you'll get a result. So let's go to that common one of you're dumb. Let's say you had a mean teacher and they said, you're so dumb. Chances are 100 teachers told you great things, but maybe you weren't good at math and they said you're dumb. That's stuck with you. So now you have a thought and a belief that you're dumb. So let's say you're in your older adult years and you want to launch a company. What comes up? 98% of your thoughts are subconscious programming. So from the time you were told that you were dumb, that's been in your mind as a spell and it's stuck there. You didn't analyze it because you trusted that adult. You thought they were smart. They're the teacher, the holy grail. The teacher said, you're dumb, you're dumb. No, 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 no. But then, based on that spell, those words that were said to you, you will spend the rest of your life looking for situations to match that programming. So from that moment right to this very day, you could do a lot of great things, but do you focus on those? Or do you focus on the one time you're talking to a friend and you say something dumb, and then you're like, oh my God, I'm so dumb. Meanwhile, right before that, you just said something brilliant that knocked your friend's socks off. We are programmed from 0 to 7, and from there, we continue to build on our programming from our youth. So that's why those critical formative years are so important for adults that have kids or roles of responsibility to be guarding their words and not casting negative spells, words, right? So as an adult now, you only focus on that. Your subconscious beliefs are that you're dumb. So now you want to go and launch a business. You have the idea, but you're like, oh, I'm dumb. That's how you see yourself because that is ingrained in your mind. And that's all you've ever seen and focused on, despite the fact that you're brilliant and kind and smart and all of these things. But you focus on the one thing that matches the spell that was cast on you. So because you think you're dumb, that's your thought and your belief. And what's your feeling? Well, you're dumb. Do you think a dumb person can launch a business? No. So from your feeling, you're not going to try and launch a business. There's no action. You're just going to continue to go to a job you hate because you are dumb and that's all you're worthy of. And you better just accept your lot in life. So because of the dumb thought belief, you have the feeling that you're dumb. And then from your feeling is where action would come from. And because you're dumb, you don't do those things. So you don't take action to learn how to start a new business. And the result is your life stays the same. Here's the damaging part. You start to self-confirm the loop. You feel like you're dumb, so you don't take new actions. Your life stays the same, proving that you're dumb. Unbelievable, right? All because of words that were cast upon you. Or let's say you had a great childhood and nobody said anything damaging to you. Good luck with that. Somewhere along the way, we pick up baggage, or whether it was your first relationship and you were teenagers and they said something very harmful to you because they're teenagers and you're silly. And then all of a sudden, you've kept that baggage as an adult. And the thing that a pimply faced 14-year-old, well, there's a damaging thing to say right there. The thing that an unfriendly boy at 13 or 14 said to you has stuck in your mind as an adult woman. This is why it is so important, one, to review our thoughts and beliefs. Take a sheet of paper. Just scribble at the end of this, just write. What do you think about yourself? Don't censor it. Don't do it when anybody's around. Put it on your phone if you want to, where nobody can find it. What do you truly believe about yourself? What's your thoughts and beliefs about your potential, about money, about what you can do in life? A lot of that is determined by things that were said or the environment you're in. As I've said in various videos in the past, if you grow up welfare, chances are you're third or fourth generation, because if all you see is welfare, all you hear is welfare, that's what's taken into the screen of your mind to create your reality. And from there, it gives you your feelings, your actions, your results. If you're fourth generation welfare, all you see and know is that. You think that's your potential. Your thought and belief is that you're going to be in welfare forever. Your feeling is it's hopeless. You come from welfare, you're going to stay in welfare. Your actions remain the same. You're not going to do anything different. And then you get the same results. And then because you stay in welfare, you create one more generation until somebody in your family line comes along and breaks the curse. So let's take the example of forming new thoughts and beliefs, and then we'll get to the homework. If your brain doesn't know the difference between truth, reality, or fiction, think about it this way. And you've probably, until you're aware of it, not caught yourself. Have you ever, in your mind, had a fight with somebody and thought about something that happened or you think is happening, and you get really angry and you're almost so worked up that you're in a fighting mode? Uh-oh, what just happened there? That person's not there, but you're thinking of all the things you should have said, to that comment they said to you, but you're here. They're not here. And then you're mad and your heart is racing and you're tense and you're angry. And maybe this is legitimate thoughts and feelings, or maybe somebody said something offhand or gave you a weird look, and now you're making up stories. So if you're angry, your heart's racing, you're tense, you're ready to call them up and give them a piece of your mind, that's not a real situation. You made this up in your mind. How many times do we fight with people in our minds when they're not even there about stuff we make up? Oh, unbelievable. So does your brain actually know what is reality and what isn't? Because when you are creating those situations in your mind, you're generating fight and flight just the same as if that person was in front of you. So if that person's not there and you're just making up a fight, why is your brain reacting like you're actually in a fight, in a confrontation right across from somebody? Wow, your brain doesn't know the difference between fact or fiction. So now let's think of it. When you are telling yourself, I am dumb, I am broke, it'll always be this way, I will never get ahead, I am not a nice person, I am selfish, I am prideful, I'm a terrible communicator. Anything you say after the words, I am, becomes a spell you cast on yourself. And then you reinforce it and reinforce it. And the spell never gets broken. Crazy, eh? And here is the thing. When we speak words, like I said, it's a spell. We can cast it on ourselves or cast it on others. You can turn around and do the same damage to your children or your, let's say you're a boss. You can say something mean to your employees and cast a spell on them. Or you can speak words of empowerment to yourself, to the people around you. So it is so important that we guard our words. We are the magician of our life. We speak magic into life every day, whether it's out loud or in our head. So watch what you say to yourself. Take the next week and listen to your conversations. If this is a new activity to you, you're probably going to be floored. Don't be embarrassed because most of us have, what do they say, 40, 60, 100,000 thoughts a day. And a lot of those are not going to be empowering. And then, as we know, those thoughts that we're speaking into our existence creates our reality. So if the I am dumb is the one that you speak, you're going to create a reality of you being dumb because you cannot behave inconsistently consistently for a long period of time in opposition to the thoughts and beliefs that you hold about yourself and your potential. Crazy. So here is the importance. If our brain doesn't know the difference between fact or fiction from the words that we tell ourselves, why don't we guard our words and use our words to empower ourselves and to cast spells of empowerment onto ourselves? What about instead of I am dumb, we say I am smart? Well, and then your brain's going to go, no, you're not. You failed that test in grade 6. You're dumb. And then you go, really? Is that true? What I like, there's a lady that has this activity. When you say something to yourself or you're taking something in and it's disempowering, like I am dumb, stop yourself. Is that true? Well, yeah, that teacher told me I'm dumb and I've done a bunch of dumb things from that time to 42. Like I'm often doing dumb things. Is it really true? How do you know it's true? And question your thoughts and your doubts and your beliefs. And if it is too incongruent with your beliefs, to say, I am smart, why not try a middle ground, a little more neutral? I am becoming smart. I am a creator of my reality, and I am working on getting smarter. Takes the aggressiveness away, right? If you've conditioned yourself day in, day out for 42 years and you start trying to tell yourself that you are smart or you are rich or you are going to be successful when reality proves you're not, and you cast that spell on yourself, your mind isn't going to believe it. So you need to work with something neutral. I am becoming smart. There have been times that I made a dumb mistake, but there are times I've made a lot of great moves. And then you need to tally that up for your brain. I am broke. Well, your bank account may prove the case. But what about I am working on becoming wealthy? I am studying money. I want to become wealthy instead of going straight to rich. We need to guard our words. Just the same if you were a conscious and kind parent, you would never tell your kids any of these mean things for the most part, right? Treat yourself like a child and only speak kind and positive things to yourself. That is how you create a new reality. And if you think about it, your words directly affect your energy and your feelings. And your feelings and energy are what help you manifest and build a new reality. So if you're stuck in the I am dumb circuit, I'm bad at math, I'm a failure, I'm a dumb blonde, whatever it is. If you're stuck in that, that's your feeling. That doesn't feel good. So your vibration, your energy, your feeling is low. And here's the thing, if you want to create a dream life, the work is bringing your feelings and energy and vibration up. Because when you're down here in shame and guilt and anger and embarrassment, when you're in those negative emotions, that is not where manifestation in your dream life is. You need to bring that up. So let's say you live in shame because that teacher told you you were dumb and you're embarrassed, and everything you've seen since then matches that theory. Get a pen and paper out. Write all the times you've said or done good things. And then now work to bring your energy, your thoughts, your feelings up. If you can't go to positive, which is a pretty big jump to be loving towards yourself, move it up here where you go, I don't say those words to myself. I now realize that that teacher said that, and it was about one test that I failed or one subject. That is not the be all end all of my life. I've allowed it to be my experience, but no more. I am the powerful creator of my reality. I am not going to speak negative words. And this is important if you're trying to build wealth. I am broke. I can't afford that. Oh, must be nice. Rich people are bad. You will never attract money if you are in that low, jealous vibe, angry, shame, guilt, fear, jealous, as I mentioned. You won't attract money. Neutralize it. Instead of I am broke, don't say it. Say, I am working on becoming wealthy. And then find situations in your life where you're wealthy, whether it's a loonie or, sorry, Canadian here, whether it is a $5 bill, a quarter you find, go, I am becoming wealthy, because that's the energy. When you start focusing, telling yourself the reality that you want to build out, everything matches it. And the fact is, you are wealthier than you were before you found that quarter or that $1 bill or that $5 bill. I am becoming wealthy. Somebody buys you a cup of coffee. That is wealth in a different form. Wow, there is an abundance of free and great things in this world. You find more money. You get a tax return that's a surprise. Look at this wealth because what you focus on, where your attention goes, where your energy goes, your attention goes. And where your attention goes, that's the reality you create. So instead of being, I am dumb, I am getting smart. Instead of being, I am broke, you never say that. I haven't said, I am broke, I am poor, I can't afford that since I discovered this secret when I was 20 years old. Those words don't cross my lips. Maybe 5 times since then. Probably in the beginning when I was learning the secret, you're catching it because I was broke at that point. And to try and get the meal at McDonald's that I wanted, and it was $1 or two more, I was broke. That was a lot of money extra. But you guard those words and you go, I can afford that. Or you just say, that's not a priority right now. I'm going to save that extra dollar. The words you speak to others, and most importantly, to yourself, but it's usually in your mind, is what casts the spell upon your life for your future. Let that sink in. So as you start telling yourself a different narrative, you stop saying I'm broke. Doesn't matter if you are. Look at everything in your life. Do you have clothing? Do you have an abundance of love? Do you have a warm house? Focus on gratitude for what you have. Gratitude is one of the easiest ways to bring up your frequency, to start moving yourself towards what you want. But you might be like, Tracy, I hate my job. I'm barely paying my bills. I have credit card debt. Guess what? You have a lot. And I know that sounds so condescending, but who wants to hear that? But you cannot feel two emotions at the same time. You cannot tell yourself, I am dumb and feel smart. You cannot feel unhappy when you are expressing gratitude. Gratitude is one of the easiest ways to start bringing yourself up. And then when you're grateful, you start to bring your vibe up, and that's when you attract more. Because think about your energy. When you are saying, we'll do an activity right here. Say, I am dumb. I'm dumb. Say, I am dumb. I don't even like saying this. Guard your words. But if you say, I am dumb 10 times, how do you feel? I'm already feeling yucky. My shoulders slump. My chest is tight. My gut, I feel it. I'm abusing myself with those words. Now say, I am smart 10 times. Doesn't matter if you don't believe it. It's the frequency in the words. I am smart. I am smart. Get more excited. Wow. I have so much. I am so thankful. Look at all my blessings. If you have a new shirt, if you have an abundance of clothing and a vehicle and family, there are so many positive things to focus on that truly are abundance that helps you bring your vibration up. Because the thing is, if you haven't been able to tell, if you are in negative states and casting spells upon yourself, I am dumb, you're never going to get to your dream life. Maybe by fluke, you need to change your thoughts and beliefs by really going in. Are you dumb? I'm pretty sure you've had a few clever thoughts. Do you believe you're dumb just because of what was said? And then now you're reticulate. I always say that wrong. Let's just call it the RAS, your reticular activating system. Its job is to sort everything in your life to see the things that are consistent with what you believe. You were conditioned to believe you're dumb. That's all you're going to see. You might have said something brilliant 2 seconds before. You just see the dumb. So be the detective. Doubt that. Build new thoughts and beliefs. If you can't think you're smart, I am becoming smart. I can become smart. That person was broke and poor and dumb, and they learned the steps and built their dream life. I can become smart is better than I am dumb. If it's I am smart is too much of a leap right now, go to I am becoming smart. And then you feel better. How does that feel? I am dumb. I am smart. I am becoming smart. I am studying. I believe that I can achieve my dreams. Different feeling. So what are you going to do? If you're dumb, you're like, oh, well, I'm dumb. Let's continue living Groundhog Day, day in, day out, because I don't think there's other options. I am becoming smart. Now, how does a person that is becoming smart feel? Potential. What does a person that feels excited about their potential do? They study, they learn, they listen to podcasts, they study successful people. And what happens? They start to get new skills, new beliefs, new results here. And then you repeat the circuit. Oh, isn't that amazing? Again, your thoughts cast spells. Be careful the words you speak into existence, to others out loud, to yourself out loud, but most importantly, to your mind. I hope this has been important. Important. It is important. I hope this has been valuable because this is the very essence, the very start. We all want to be a business owner with hundreds of thousands of dollars, millions of dollars of income. But you don't go from the person that thinks they're dumb to that CEO overnight. You don't. You need to go up the scale. There's something called the maps of consciousness. You can look it up. It's by David Hawkins, I believe. And Esther Hicks has a similar thing. And she'll rate the emotions from low emotions, low vibration, all the way up. And the thing is, the secret is, people are like, well, why can't I manifest what I want? Well, you continue to tell yourself you're dumb. You're not worthy. You won't achieve your dreams. Right? So that creates your reality. But the thing is, you don't attract what you want, you attract who you are. And you need to start to change your thoughts, beliefs, feelings, actions, results. And you might tell yourself, I'm smart, I'm smart. But if you don't believe it and you're like, yeah, I'm smart, it's the feelings behind the words. So the homework, I'm giving homework. The most important thing you can do on your reality creation journey is starting to pay attention to your words. What do you say to yourself? What is your energy? A good example is if you stub your toe. Have you ever noticed that once you get out of bed and you stub your toe, that day starts to cycle downwards and all the bad things start to happen because your energy, your vibration, your frequency goes out and you attract that. Chances are you're grumpy because, the day started. So then you show up and you're grumpy, and then that vibration goes out to your coworkers. And then sure enough, they're all grumpy. And then it's like a bad spell you can't get rid of. But here's the thing. Why not, as the creator you are, control your narrative and control your energy? You stubbed your toe. Okay, take a minute, hop around, end it. Wow. Most people live their life controlled by their emotions. When the thing is, we control our feelings, which are emotions, by our thoughts and beliefs. So if you want to feel good, think and believe good. Instead of letting a stubbed toe ruin your day and spiral out of control, stop it. You control your energy. If you're stewing and making up a fight about somebody, go, oh my God, snap out of it. We're making this up. The unfortunate truth is we're not taught this in school. I mean, if I made the curriculum, most of the classes would be about money because we need to have money and know how to handle it and manage it and save it and grow it to be able to operate in this world. But equal amounts of classes would be about our emotions. Do you know somebody? And maybe it's you. It was me until I learned this. A lot of people are like a ship out at sea, and then they let the situation around them, their brain out of control, making up stories. You're like a ship at sea without an anchor, without a captain. Stop the emotion. Stop the thought. One of my hacks, if you notice, like I said, 40 to 60,000 thoughts. Most our thoughts are programmed based on our past. Unless you had knock it out of the park parents or supportive parents, chances are you've picked up some baggage. So here's the thing, you repeat the same garbage to yourself every day. If you had any amazing thoughts, you'd be doing different stuff. So instead of sitting there listening to your thought, turn on a podcast, turn on a self-help book, change the channel. Change the channel. That will change your thoughts, beliefs, feelings, actions, results. Instead of stewing in your limiting beliefs, change the channel. If you have garbage in your mind or you're listening to garbage, that's what you create. But wait a minute, why don't you turn on Think and Grow Rich, the science of getting rich, and listen to that? All we do is listen to the radio or podcasts, and it's mindless words that cast spells on us. Again, the news casts spells on us. Why not you take control of your focus and have a book? Chances are your brain isn't really listening to it anyways. You go off in a la-la land and think about stuff. Bring yourself back. Condition your mind with positive. Take control of your emotions. I know so many people that are like a ship lost at sea, and their sea is stormy. And whatever emotion comes to their mind, they live it out. And they're just carried away by their victim story, by their tragedy. Meanwhile, it's stop. New thought. Change the channel. I'm a powerful creator. I am becoming smart. I am learning. I am working towards my dreams. I am becoming rich. I am rich. Those are better frequencies. How does that sound? You are a powerful creator. You are a magician. You cast spells on yourself and others daily. Use your power wisely, and you'll find that you can start to change your reality and start to step into your personal power and control your mind and your emotions and your body and your presence. You can start to make more money because it's a mindset journey. And once you're doing those, that is how you build your dream life. I hope you love this as much as I loved sharing it. This stuff here is the foundation of building your dream life. You can't go to here to over here. You gotta go up the mountain, working on your mindset, your thoughts and your beliefs and your feelings and your actions and your results. And every day, turn it this way, you're creating a new reality creation framework. It takes time. It takes time to unbecome the old you and become the new you. But it starts today, and it's a clean slate. Whatever was said to you in the past, just call BS on it. Go, who was that teacher anyways? And how damaging and how silly. And I'm going to write down 50 different smart things I've done. And I'm taking control of my thoughts, my mind, my self-image. The things I tell myself. I am a powerful creator, and I am creating my dream life. This here is the basis. Unsexy as it sounds, this is how you create a new you that makes more money, and a new you that builds your dream life. I hope you enjoyed this. If you don't want to miss a video, like, subscribe, head on over to the moneybosscollective.co, sign up for our newsletter, or even take our Sacred Money Archetypes quiz to find out your money personality. A fun way to get in touch with your money archetypes, to learn more and step into your powerful journey of becoming wealthy and the creator of your dream life. Thank you so much. I will see you next week. Bye-bye.